Ok, une petite leçon sur les passés composés avec avoir et être. Okay, so now we've gotten to the end of our passé composé lessons. We've learned about which verbs take avoir, which verbs take être in the passé composé. We know that être verbs are the Dr. and Mrs. P. Vandertramp verbs typically. They can also be reflexive verbs. But I'm going to show you here how there are a few exceptions, bien sûr, of how there are a few verbs that actually take both avoir and être in the passé composé. So I want to make this as easy as possible here. So we've got 6 verbs that can be used with avoir and être in the passé composé. The first is passé. Okay, and I want you to realize that if something is used with a direct object, and we already talked about what a direct object was, you can use the verb passer. So for example, with avoir, j'ai passé un examen. You wouldn't say je suis passé un examen, because je suis implies that you're doing something physically, you are moving or doing something. But j'ai passé, what did you take? A test. J'ai passé un examen. So that un examen, which is underlined, is your direct object, so you have to use avoir. Same thing for j'ai passé des vacances à Paris, par exemple. Okay, what'd you spend, or what did you pass? Oh, des vacances. That's your direct object. Okay, so j'ai passé un examen. I took a test. J'ai passé des vacances. I took vacation, or I spent vacation, or the verb passer can be translated into English in a bunch of different ways. So the important thing is use avoir when there's a direct object, and that rule is going to apply for this whole thing. So être, without a direct object, just plain old être, just like the Dr. and Mrs. P. Vandertramp être. Je suis passé devant le parc. Okay, think about something that you physically are moving and you're passing in front of the park. Okay, or elle est passée par l'école. She passed by the school. Okay, she's physically doing the passing. There's no direct object. Okay, l'école is not a direct object in this case. Okay. It's not receiving the action of anything. It's just she's passing in front of the school, okay, or by the school. Same thing for monter and descendre, to go up and to go down. You're going to use avoir when there's a direct object in the sentence, like j'ai monté les valises à la chambre. Okay, I took the suitcases up to the room. Okay, les valises is what's being taken up. Yeah, you're taking yourself up too, but you're taking les valises up. You montez les valises à la chambre. Same thing, il a descendu l'escalier. Now this one's a little trickier to understand. What did he go down? Or did he take anything down? No, he just went down the stairs. But the escalier is a direct object in this case, so you have to use avoir. Okay. And same thing with il a monté l'escalier, I could say. You can use être without a direct object, like nous sommes descendus du deuxième étage, par exemple. Okay, we came down from the second floor. There's no direct object in that sentence. We just came down from the second floor. The second floor is not receiving an action of us coming down. So we're going to use être. There's no direct object. Sortir, rentrer, and retourner. Okay? With avoir, direct object. Again, j'ai sorti le lait du frigo. Sortir means to go out, but it can also mean to take out. I took the milk out of the fridge. What did I take out? The milk. There's your direct object. Same thing with il a rentré les chaises dans le garage. Okay, he put the chairs back in the garage, or he took the chairs back into the garage. So what's being taken? Les chaises. And what's being put back? Les chaises. It's a direct object, so you have to use avoir. Where typically we use être with rentré, like je suis rentré. Me, physically, I went back. Okay, or I returned. Je suis rentré is going to take être. And it's something you're physically doing. There's no direct object. Elle est retournée de vacances. She came back from vacation. Okay, again, no direct object. She physically is doing the returning from vacation. Okay, so let's do a few practices with these and see how we do. Remember your rules. If there's a direct object in the sentence, use avoir. If there's not, use être. And it only applies to these 6 verbs. Okay, bonne chance.